guys, we're Sisters in Style.
I'm Clarissa.
And I'm Elsie. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I just kind of wanted to sit down with you guys and talk about my most recent trip to Las Vegas that I took with my husband. It was the second part of my Valentine's Day gift, and whenever I go out to Las Vegas, I really like to take advantage of all of the different luxury shopping. Where we're at in Washington State, we don't have access to all of the different stores, so I definitely indulged a little bit, just like go into every store, look at specific things that I like, what stands out to me, what doesn't, just to kind of get a running list of ideas, you know, when it comes to shopping. I'm just really happy that we were able to go to all the different stores, and I did pull the trigger on a couple different things. So if you stay to the end of the video, we're going to be doing a short unboxing of everything that I did get when I was there. So day one was flight day. So we obviously woke up super early that morning. I think our flight took off at like 5 a.m. or something like that. So, but I know it's a really short flight from where we're at in Washington to Las Vegas. So I already had like an outfit on because I knew as soon as I landed in Vegas, I wanted to get going with some shopping. So the first thing that we did was actually stop and have some breakfast. And then I felt fueled enough to start
You're like, I'm ready to shop.
to start my shopping spree. So I think the very first place that we stopped at, which was the closest to where we were staying, was at the Shops at Crystals. But the shops that I was really interested in looking at were primarily the ones that we don't have here. So the ones that I don't have access to here are Fendi, Dior, Celine, Brunello Cucinelli, Zimmermann, right? Like some of those other places where I love their products, I love the boutiques, but I don't get to see them in person. So Shops at Crystals, we just kind of started looking around, but ultimately ended up at Louis Vuitton. And if you guys watched one of our previous videos that maybe we'll plug here somewhere, one of our previous videos, we talked a little bit about our wish list for the year. And in that wish list, one of the things that I was looking at grabbing was something like a travel case, something that I can easily pop in and out of all of my different bags. So we went into Louis Vuitton, and this Louis Vuitton was, I think she said, the biggest Louis Vuitton in all of Las Vegas. It was 3 different stories. And so the first story was like the fragrances, fine jewelry, some bags, and travel. And then the second floor was all like home furnishings and things like that. So that was really cool to kind of look at, like all these extravagant things that like you'd have to pay like thousands and thousands of dollars to have in your house, but it's so beautiful. So you spent some time there. And then on the third floor is all of your shoes, ready to wear, and obviously some more of the bags. So we took a good look around. The essay that I had that day was really sweet. So she's like, just go look around and then I'll end up, you know, finding you or you find me. And so then I ended up on the first level where they have a lot of their, you know, small leather goods and their pouches. And she took out different variety of things that I was looking at. Originally, I had gone in with the intention of doing, you know, looking at the pochette, a mini pochette, the accessoire, the cosmetic pouches, but also Louis Vuitton did come out with their new size range when it comes to the key pouches. So I was really interested in looking at the different sizes. I wanted to see the new small version. So they had the regular key pouch chain, and I really do like it, but I do think my car keys are maybe a little bit too big for it. So I was like really hoping that they had this small range. And she's like, I'm so sorry, like it's sold out, like I've checked out all the different stores for you, checked online, right now it's just sold out all across America. She's like, I could put your name down if something comes back in, and I could put you on my wait list, and as soon as we get it in store, I can ship it out to you. So that was the first one, but then she ended up showing me some other things, and then I ended up buying one of the things that I thought was just super cute. So overall, really fun time.
Good experience with the essay.
Yeah, the essay was she was ultimately really sweet. So that was the first thing. The second luxury store that we ended up stopping by that day was coincidentally Chanel. I don't know how I feel.
Were you like a big Chanel fan going in, or no?
No, I don't consider myself a Chanel girly. Like when I think about Chanel, I'm like, she's like head to toe buttoned up, always preppy looking, like just very prim and proper. And I'm like, girl, that's not me. Like, I like dressing up sometimes. Like, I like a more elevated look, but a lot of the times, like, I'm very casual. I just feel like the look of Chanel is very pinned up, and my personality is not that way.
Yeah, I can see that. But they're coming out with some styles.
Which is why I went in there, right? Okay. Which is why I went into Chanel, because recently I did see the Chanel 25, I think it's called, online. Like, it had been going a little bit viral, so I was looking at it and I was like, oh my gosh,
I really like that.
I love the style of the bag. The big pockets on the side, the cinch in the middle. It's super casual but still beautiful with the chain strap. I was just like, if I were to buy anything Chanel, it would be a bag like that.
Yeah.
So I went in there looking at that one. I had also in the past considered like the Chanel 22 in different sizes. And so I was like, you know, the more laid back casual version of Chanel. So I went in and I met the sweetest SA. She was so sweet. She was so kind. She let me try on all of the different things. I mean, obviously anything from like, you know, your little top handle to your Coco Chanels, your 19s. I tried on, you know, the classic double flap. But then I tried on more specific to like what my style was.
A little edgier.
More edgy. So unfortunately, they didn't have a 25 in store. She's, you know, she mentioned that they've been sold out everywhere. And as soon as they get one, it's already taken or claimed for. But she did mention, she's like, let me just take down what you want. And I mean, because you don't have access to like a Chanel boutique close to where you are, like if we do end up having some, then maybe, you know, we can reach out and make something happen for you. And so as she was saying that, I was trying on the Chanel 22, and then I looked over to the left and there was this other bag. And I was like, ooh, what is that one? She's like, oh my gosh, this is our hobo bag. This is part of our, you know, 25C collection. She was saying this is actually like becoming pretty popular as well. I'm not sure if this bag is going to be part of Chanel forever. I know the 25 is going to become one of their staple bags. So eventually they will be available. They're just so hard to find right now. She's like, but this bag is similar-ish to it. And it's part of the collection that just came out. And guys, I think I fell in love. Okay. So again, it's like very casual, laid back look, but you can also dress it up. The hardware on it was like a brushed gold hardware.
Yeah, I've heard that they're newer.
It's so cute. So it wasn't like this like, oh, black and gold, but it was like brushed hardware, super casual, laid back, and it had pockets all around. So it kind of almost looked like a utility belt in a way.
Yeah, super cute.
But it was really cute. So after Chanel, quickly stopped in at YSL, tried on some cute things. There was one fun, I thought really fun looking leather jacket that's like really puffy and cool.
You didn't try any on that you had like in your wish list?
So they didn't have any available.
Oh, okay.
And so
I was
that's
so
hard
looking forward to
that.
that.
I know, same. That's why I went in there, because I wanted to try on the leather jackets that I was considering. And I was also looking for those jean slingback shoes. And so I went in there asking for those things, and she said, unfortunately, they were sold out. So again, a lot of these luxury boutiques, I know, I'm like,
I know. It's like you can want it all you want, but
they're like all the things that you want. She's like, we don't have it, and all the same story as all the others. If you know, put you on the list or whatever. So all the essays were really, really sweet, but ultimately just tried on some fun pieces just because I was there. So that was why I saw it. And then lastly, we did stop at the Hermes at Crystals. And I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't have the best time of my life.
Oh, shoot.
I didn't. So one of my points was obviously I'm going to go into all 3 different Hermes boutiques when I'm out in Vegas, because I want to see what it's all about, kind of get the vibe, look around the boutique. So just for fun. Obviously, I knew that the chances of me getting a bag or anything like that, like I did not go in with intention. I did not even.
You didn't ask her.
No, like it's not what I wanted. You know what I mean? Because I'm working with my SA and we have a really good relationship.
Yeah.
But there has been one item that I've been really wanting, and that my SA has been unable to find in the specific colors that I'm interested in. And so,
and that is?
Oh, right. I should tell you what it is. It's like the Ulysses notebook cover. I was interested in either the MM size or the GM size.
Okay.
Because for what I do for work, I do take a lot of notes, and they are handwritten because I have to discard them for confidentiality reasons afterwards. So I was like, oh, having a Ulysses notebook cover to like have my notes written in would just be like a little touch of luxury when I'm at work. So I really wanted that, but my essay here in Washington State was only able to find it in I think one color, and I wasn't really the biggest fan. I wanted it, you know, in a more neutral, you know, black, gold, etude, something like that. So I went into crystals, started looking around, and then an SA did approach me, and she was like, hey, is there anything that I can help you with? And I was like, actually, yeah. I'm looking for the Ulysses notebook covers. I'm having a really hard time finding the one that I want in the color that I want back in my boutique. So I was wondering if you guys had any here in stock. So she was looking through her little phone thing, and she ultimately told me like, the only color that we have is this one. And I wasn't really a big fan of that color either. It was like an orange color, not my favorite. And then I told her about the color that my SA had found for me that also wasn't my favorite. And then she was like, but honestly, those are probably gonna be your best bet. And if you're looking for a different color, like you should probably just stop looking. It's not worth it. I don't think Hermes is doing a lot of these notebook covers anymore because no one's really writing things down anymore. So it's weird that you would be interested. First of all, rude. Like, it's weird. Like, I like to write things down. Like,
well, and not only that, but like, there's a lot of people that do journaling every single day.
Exactly. Like, that's what, in my mind. I was like, girl, I don't know where you live or what you do on your off time, but like,
I mean, does it have to be an Hermes? No,
well,
but
no.
I literally have 3 different ones for work, and yeah, I do notes on my phone, but ultimately sometimes you just want to jot something down really quick, and it's just...
No, I'm a millennial, Clarissa. Like, I don't like pulling out my phone and going to the notes app.
Well,
like,
especially the job you
I
have,
write it down.
Like, you have to be engaged, and so even though you're doing notes, it's on your phone, it looks like you're disengaged with the 100%. Person in front of you. So by having a notebook, the person in front of you talking to you isn't feeling like you're not listening.
Right.
So it's just the vibe that you give off. So for your work specifically, it just bothers me that she said it's weird.
So there was 2 comments that she made that really rubbed me the wrong way. The first one was, stop trying, it's not worth it, you're not going to find it. And then the second one was, it's weird that you're looking for that because people are not really using notebooks anymore. Everything's digital now. And I was just like, I'm a customer wanting to spend money, and you're downplaying one of the items that your company makes. Like, I didn't come in here like saying like, hey, I wonder if Hermes does notebook covers or something like that. Like, that wasn't the question. The question was like, there's this item, this is the size that I'm looking for, these are the colors that I'm interested in, I know that Hermes makes these. And she's basically saying like, no, that's dumb. So that's how I felt. That's not what she said, but that's how I felt. So I really was like rubbed the wrong way. After that comment that she made, I was just like, you know what? I think we're good. So I didn't even really fully look around the crystals shop, guys. So
you were just turned off.
Yeah.
You're like, I have 2 other options.
Yeah. I was turned off.
There's 3, right?
Yeah, there's 3 total. So I was like, I was turned off. I was like, tomorrow's a new day. We'll start somewhere else. So that was my first day in Las Vegas.
Okay.
Second day, so I'll try to go a little bit quicker for you guys, but there's just so many fun things that I was able to try on and do. Second day, we went out to the Wynn, and if you know, the Wynn is like where all of the luxury shops are at, down on that side of Las Vegas. And one of the most memorable stores that I was able to stop in at was actually Bottega. I love Bottega. I really do. I don't have any bags from Bottega yet, because everything that I'm interested in has always been kind of like those bags that people are like, they kind of go viral. And I don't want to be a viral girly. Like, I want to make sure that the pieces that I'm picking up are pieces that I'm going to love forever. So I went into Bottega because I love the Intrecciato, you know, leather that they use. And so I went in, tried on a couple things. I tried on their cute little parachute bag. Cute. I tried on like a bigger version of like the hop. I also tried on some variations, different colors. I was really looking for like a more neutral color, and they have a neutral color in Bottega called Travertine. And I think, again, I fell in love with that color. So Travertine was definitely one of my favorites. And then the SA brought down, because I saw up top on their like shelving system, like a little bag with like, it was like a clutch style looking top open. I don't know what you would call it, like a medicine bag looking thing.
Kind of like a coin pouch, but like larger.
Yeah, but larger. And it was like super cute, and it had like a gold chain on it. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's that? She's like, oh my gosh, this is our Lauren bag. And she brought it down, and it was this beautiful burgundy color that I
have major FOMO By the way, I wish I could be
I
there.
tried on the Lauren bag, and then the SA, just in, you know, conversation is really nice to like get to know her. She went to the back. She's like, I'm gonna go grab something for you really quick. She pulled some items that she was like, I feel like this is kind of like your vibe, like your style. I can see you wearing something like this. Like... So there was a beautiful pair of jeans and this really nice, like cream colored top, like a very casual look, but very elevated and beautiful. Because the two colors that I was really interested in were obviously now this travertine color that I just fell in love with, and then that deep burgundy color. And so I was kind of in between those two colors, and all of a sudden this bag, this Lauren bag. And so she brought that out and she set up the two different colors right next to that outfit to really give me a good look at what it would be like holding and having that bag. So that bag, just like the Chanel bag, is now like part of like,
oh girl, that wish list is just growing instead
it's
of like
bad. It's bad, guys. I don't know. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have gone.
You're gonna need a second job.
I am. I don't know. I loved Bottega, and then that same day we stopped in at Cartier because that's another one of the things that was on my wish list. So my husband and I did go to Cartier, and we picked out some goodies there. Essie at Cartier was the best. Like, she was so fun. She was like, girl, that you're here, let's try on all these other fun things. Is there anything else you want to try on? Look at the expensive stuff. You know what I mean?
She's like, have fun.
And she's like, yeah, let's just have fun. Like, since you're here, you know, like if there are things that you want to try on. So she brought out some things that she thought would look good, really good with me, like with the stack that I was wearing that day. And then let me try on some of their more extravagant pieces that I probably would never be able to purchase. So that was really, really fun. And again, like I said, if you wait to the end of the video, we have a little unboxing of the things that my husband and I picked up from Cartier.
I'm like, that's why I'm here. I'm just here for the unboxing, so let's go.
So after Cartier, we stopped in at Zimmermann, just a quick look around. I tried on some cute things. Didn't pull the trigger on anything because Zimmermann's the kind of store for me where I'm like, if I have a specific event that I want to feel really elegant or really elevated and have a specific look for, like that's something that I would do. We stopped in at Loewe because I really wanted to take a look at the new, not the new, but like the flamenco bag. So I tried that on a little bit. I don't know if I was like the biggest fan. I thought that I would like it more than I did.
I'm personally not, but I know other people love.
It's a little bit too casual for me.
Yeah, I just think there's better options.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, I tried it on a specific color that I really liked. It was like this olive greeny color that was really beautiful. So I went into Loewe. And then after Loewe, I went into Celine and tried on some of their sunglasses to see different kinds.
I would love to go to Celine.
It was so beautiful. They also had this beautiful cardigan that's like now again added to my wish list. It's on my wish list, and I'm giving it time to kind of like simmer. After Celine, I went into Prada. And Prada had some really cool things. Mostly, a lot of things that I really like from Prada are the sunglasses. I love Prada sunglasses. So there's some different styles that I was looking at, and there was two different ones that came to my mind. Granted, this was right after I just bought my pair of Miu Mius. So since I have that pair, I kind of wanted to buy
the sunglasses Gilbert got for you.
Yeah, the sunglasses Gilbert got for me in our Valentine's Day unboxing video. If you haven't watched it, go and watch that. So I had just gotten some Miu Miu sunglasses. So then my wish list for my Prada sunglasses kind of had to shift a little bit too. Yeah. So I went in to try on some new styles. And then I also ended up seeing a new bag that just came out from Prada that was really cute. Like this cute little mini bag. They also have this, they had the suede bag with the belt around top that I think is so beautiful.
I really like that bag.
Yeah, so pretty. So I just got to try on and kind of like handle them in person, so really loved that. And then the last place that I stopped in that day was Dior, because we don't have a Dior here.
I know, that's why I'm like,
but Dior is like beautiful. And so one of the things that I've always wanted from Dior was an ultra matte small Lady Dior bag, right? The ultra matte all black Dior bag. And I was contemplating in my mind whether I wanted to do the mini one, which comes with like the chain strap, or the small that comes with the regular leather strap, but then you can put the charms on it. So she brought out both for me. They had both in the ultra matte black, and I was like salivating the entire time because they're so beautiful. But another bag caught my eye, you guys. I'm like, what is happening? Like
not good for
well,
you.
no, because
you're supposed to be limiting your list,
I know.
not expanding it.
No, but it was a random Tuesday or Wednesday that we went in, and they're like, "Oh, we just got these bags like this weekend." I'm like, "Whoa, that's horrible timing for me." So I think the bag that they had there that I really, really liked was called the D Journey bag. And we'll put in a picture of what that looks like, but it's really cute. It's like very hobo stylish. You can use it as a bum bag, you can use it as a shoulder bag. It has very minimal like branding, but you do see like the Christian Dior on it. I don't know, I just really, really liked it, and I thought it was very buttoned down Dior, because when I think about Dior, I also think Lady Dior, all this embellishment, all the crystals on their beautiful Lady Dior bags, like very, you know, elevated. And then it was much more of a button down bag, which again is like more my style. So that was day 2. The last day, my husband and I just did a lot more like fun activities. My husband's truly my best friend, so everything that we do is just like a ball.
There's so much to do in Vegas.
So we did like the human bodies exhibit, which was hilarious to do with your partner.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Also very educational, like
your face.
Yeah, like very educational. And then my husband and I did a couple escape rooms together, which is hilarious.
Which I got your snaps on some of those, and my son, his dream is just to do an escape room, and he's not old enough to do any of them. And so anytime we're somewhere, he like sees when he gets so excited, and he's like not old enough. And so when I showed him, he was like, "What? Not fair."
I'll take him.
Yeah,
as soon as he's old enough, we're going to all of them. It was really fun. And then obviously the other thing that we did was eat. We ate at a lot of amazing restaurants, had a lot of amazing drinks, and a lot of amazing desserts. So these pants are definitely not fitting me like they used to fit me, but it's okay. We're back on the workout train now that we're back home, but we had such a ball. But I do want to include one last place that I was able to go, because I didn't ever think that I would like anything from this boutique. But we stopped in at Fendi, you guys. Fendi was really cool experience. I think the SA made the experience. She was so sweet. She was so down to earth. She was like, and like, "Oh, I like this. What do you think about this?" "No, we hate it." "Okay, we hate it." It was just like really fun. And so I ultimately went in there because I wanted to take a look at a baguette. I was like, I don't see the big hype. I know a lot of people are really into the Fendi baguettes. I'm not really the biggest fan of them, but I wanted to go in and see the new Peekaboo Softs. So she brought out a couple of those for me to try and see. And the leather is really beautiful and supple on them. I was just wanting it to be a little bit more, it was a little bit too structured for what I would use it for. I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't think there's space for both. But then there was one that really caught my eye. It was a Peekaboo in a denim.
Denim had its moment.
It did have its moment. But
kind
you
of
guys,
dying down though, but you still...
It is a little bit, but I think summer and spring are coming up.
True, it might come back.
And I was wearing a cute little jean dress that day with some, just a simple cute outfit, because we were doing a lot of walking that day, and it was a little denim dress. And so when I picked up the bag and I looked at it in the mirror against like my denim outfit, I was like, cute. Tell me that this isn't perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but would you have enough in your wardrobe to use that bag?
I think because the bag was really dressed up, like they had another little, little bag charm on it, and the strap was like gold, and you can add like the different the different thickness of the chain. You know what I mean? Like you can dress it up and dress it down. I do feel like there is space for possibly a denim bag. Yeah. In my collection. Is it going to be that denim bag? I don't know, but I am definitely thinking about it.
Oh, nice.
Because, I think I just was wearing the perfect outfit for it that day. And so that was really fun to kind of try on, take some pictures and videos of, because now I think Fendi's, something that I can kind of consider maybe moving forward. So we had a really, really fun time. And then the last thing, just to kind of finish off my little Hermes journey, right? I wanted to go to all 3 boutiques, and I did. I ended up going to all 3 boutiques. Luckily, my other 2 visits were not as bad as my very first visit. I think that one was really, really not my favorite. And then I ended up going to the one at the Wynn, again, looking for the same things, but they were able to kind of show me around the boutique, and they let me kind of take a look around the different bags I had on display, which was nice. And then I went into the Bellagio Hermes, where I met the sweetest SA. She was really nice. Again, same spiel. I went in not looking for anything specific, like not looking for bags or anything like that. Just saying, hey, really like this item, really like this product. I was wondering if you guys had any or different colors. And so if you remember, the SA at the crystal shop said, girl, stop looking, you're not going to find anything. And these are the only 2 colors available, right? And Hermes is not making them anymore because people are not writing things down. Whatever, all of her spiel. This SA at the Bellagio had 2 of them.
Oh my god.
So I got to see the 2 different sizes, and I also got to see them in the color, and they were actually in the color Rouge Osh.
Oh, pretty.
Rouge H, and actually really, really pretty. So again, now I know exactly which size I like, and now I know that they do exist in other colors. I figured that the GM size is going to be probably better for what I want it for.
At least your SA can be narrowing his search.
Yeah.
Specifically for that.
To that size. Yeah. So, and now I know that they have it in that color, and that color was nice. Again, I wasn't like in love because I did want it in a neutral color, but I got to see them in person, got to see what it would look like opening and closing them, carrying them around. And so that SA was really sweet. And then I ended up telling her the story of
the other girl?
Of the other girl. And she was like, oh my God, do you know her name?
Oh, that's so
And I was like, no, I don't know her. I didn't remember her name. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And she's like, definitely it's probably harder to find them because they make less of them, but they do still make them. In fact, they're coming out with like leather book covers.
Oh.
Which are also kind of cool too. Nice. And she was like, so, I mean, I'm not making you any big promises here. They're not making as many as they were making before. But if it's something that you really want, like we do have this one here. So if you want it, let me know. She gave me all of her information. And she's like, but hopefully you can find the one that you're ultimately looking for.
Yeah.
And so she was really sweet.
Nice.
And that's, and that's the boutique. At that boutique, I was also wearing a specific outfit, and the lip color that I had in my bag that I'd taken wasn't really my favorite. So I was looking at the lipsticks, and so I picked up a little something too. And we'll unbox that. All in all, I had a fantabulous time. We did lots of shopping, lots of eating, and my husband also likes to, you know, play the tables. So we had a lot of fun doing that too. I know I don't look like it, but
didn't Gilbert stop at Gucci?
Oh my gosh, yes. See, guys, we did spend a lot of time shopping.
Well, I know Gilbert really likes Gucci, so I'm like, I know. He stopped at Gucci.
I know. I don't really like a lot of things for me at Gucci, but when it comes to Gucci men's,
yeah,
I love. And it's like my husband's style, and he's looking at a bag that he really is interested in, so he tried on some fun things. And so it was kind of cute to kind of like the camera turned. Because when we went into Gucci, like I found some things that I liked, and I tried some things on just for fun. I tried on this like really cool runway piece. You guys, I don't know who I thought I was.
Oh my God.
Again, I was like, I'm not a supermodel. Where am I going in this like draped, like it was a gorgeous black blazer that had like the GGs all over it, but it was like more than floor length. And I'm tall.
Wow.
Like I'm like 5'7". This jacket was like draping behind me, and she's like, you have to try it on. Just try it on for fun. It's amazing. This piece just walked to the runway. We definitely stopped and did a little bit of shopping at Gucci as well. So there was a lot, guys. Like I felt like I had a really fun time.
Can we unbox?
Yes, fine.
I'm so excited. I want to see the goodies. Show me the goods.
And I'm going to unbox, but like I said, my husband and I picked up some things at Cartier, so he's letting Clarissa do the unboxing for him.
He can feature. He doesn't want to be featured.
No, he's not ready for his YouTube debut yet.
Oh, okay. What are you doing first?
So first, let's start with this little one.
Okay.
This little guy. So cute. I just love the packaging.
I'm glad you behaved, because you know that anything that you don't get through your SA is not towards your pre-spend. So
no. And the only reason I bought it is, again, because the lipstick that I had wasn't giving the vibes that I wanted to give with the outfit that I was wearing. So I ended up picking up another lipstick.
What's that shade?
So this lipstick is it's a satin lipstick, so it's not the matte version, but this color is called Beige Sanguine.
We'll put the name on this.
Beige Sanguine. Number 47.
Okay, let's just see.
We'll put, yeah.
Yeah, cute. Let's see.
So that's that. Again, like I love opening up this thing. So cute. So it comes in these little boxes, and then you just slide it out. And then your lipstick comes in its own little dust bag, which is like
so cute.
Dude, dust bag for your lipstick? How bougie are you? This bougie. And then your little lipstick tube. Super beautiful, the H, and then it's magnetic, but this color is just one of my favorites.
Color. Oh, that's a lot darker than I thought.
And this color is a little bit darker, but it's like a terracotta nude,
nice.
Which is really just like, I think is one of just my trademark color. So no, it's not nude, but it does.
Oh, okay.
So we'll do some swatches for you guys too on the side, just so you can see the color. So it's not nude, but it does have like a very beige undertone, which is the color. So it's called beige sanguine. And then I am now looking at, because I got home and I was like, I really love this color. Now I started looking at all of the other colors from the lipsticks. And again, these are just like nice little additions. Like, and when you go into the boutique, but you don't want to spend a whole bunch of money and you're only looking at one item, these are cute little things to kind of just add on for your pre-spend. So
another thing I wanted to say with that is, I believe, and please comment down below if I'm wrong, I believe whenever you're purchasing an item, let's say you go to Hermes and you only want one item. What I've heard is that it really helps your SA out if you get at least two. I think it bumps their percentage up of their commission is what I've heard. Please comment down below if that's not right. So let's say like you're going and you specifically just want shoes and that's all you want. You don't care for anything else. If you just pick up a little lipstick, a little lip liner, or something like that, will really help them out.
Yeah.
At least that's what I've heard.
So
again,
that's my first thing at Hermes. Then I think we'll leave this one for the end.
Okay.
And so let's go to Louis Vuitton.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too. So if you guys remember, I was really looking at finding something for to put things from one bag into another, and I think this is going to be the perfect addition. I also feel like this could also be really cute just using it on your own. I think
just like, well, I don't know what you got, so we'll see.
Yeah, right, we'll see. But I think this is a tried and true. If you're a true Louis Vuitton lover, a lot of people do have this bag. So this is ultimately what I picked up from Louis Vuitton, and the receipt just fell out. Oh, I haven't seen it since I bought it, guys. Yay!
I know you're like, Clarissa, you need to come so I can like use my item.
Hurry so we can unbox all these things. And I thought that this was cute. They put the little sticker from the Louis Vuitton Murakami collaboration. I didn't get like the tissue paper would have been cool, but it's not a Murakami item.
Yeah, so I'm surprised they would even use
Yeah, so I just thought that was interesting, but it's not a Murakami item.
Okay.
And it comes in its own little dust bag. But
oh, she's so cute.
She's so cute, guys.
Oh my gosh. Why do I picture Leia?
I know.
Just like walking around with this bag.
Well, and that's what I'm thinking, like how cute for like if they go
a little
like,
picture or something.
A little picture, or even like they have like little father-daughter balls and dances and stuff that they do. So this is the mini pochette accessoire bag, and I really loved it, guys. I think again, like if I just need to like hop in the car really quick, I can just use it with like, you know, I don't know if I'm like a mini bag girl,
but this is the perfect size for for just going from bag to bag because the width on it.
Exactly.
Because what I was gonna say about the key pouch you're mentioning prior is like, yeah, it's about this size or maybe a little bit bigger, the small, but it's thin.
Yeah.
So it's like, how much can you really
get in fact, my goal was to buy this one and to buy the small key pouch. So I'm still looking, I'm keeping that one on the lookout. It's only like, I say only, but it's like, I think it's like $365 or something. Okay. So it's not gonna like break the bank or anything like that, but I think that one for my keys would be great, and then this one for all of like my little extras. I compared this one to also the other cosmetic pouches. The thing that I liked about this one more, again, was the width on the side. The cosmetic pouches have like a thicker base, and so even though they probably fit a lot more, it would take up a lot of space in my bag.
And with those though, what I noticed is they taper up at the top though.
Yes.
So really it carries a lot, but the shape doesn't work sometimes.
So everything just goes to the bottom and the top is just empty. So this one you can put in your lips, your lipstick, your lip gloss, your lip liner. You can put in your your compress, your pack compress. You can put in your hand sanitizer. You can put in your little lotion, so if it's a quick little run an errand or not. So I ultimately went with this one and I love it. So I ultimately ended up paying $823 after tax, but I think this item goes for $760. So I was in Las Vegas, so that's Las Vegas tax. So $760 for this little mini pochette, and I think it's perfect, and I'm gonna have it forever. My daughters are gonna have it forever, so I thought it was perfect. Gilbert was sold with that idea too. My husband, when I told him like I can give it to the girls one day when like as they're growing up, he's like, that is really cute. Okay, fine, pull the trigger. Yes. So he is definitely a girl's dad.
So smart.
So there's that, and then let's get to the last one.
You know what I have, and this brought me back. My very first visit to Cartier, I only had the 2 at the time. I had just had my baby, but we didn't take her on that trip. And what was so cute at the store is they gave them Cartier coloring books, and we have them to this day. Aww. And they're the cutest coloring books. Yeah,
that's so cute.
It just made me think of that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I still have those.
Well, that tracks, because like I said, like I had such a great time at Cartier. The sales associate was so sweet, so nice, willing to spend the time with you. So I had a good time, and my husband had a good time too. In fact, my husband was able to try on some of the other things that he liked as well, including watches. That one's dangerous. So this is what we got. So I think, what's this? I think this is the receipt. Then in here we have, I think both of the certifications, like the authenticity certifications. So there's one for mine and then one for the thing that my husband bought. And they look like this. So they come like this.
So cute.
They have the serial number of the item. They have the day that you bought it. And then again, they're Cartier certified. So I thought that was really cute. Then they also gave us these 2 little travel cases, which I thought were really nice. 2 of those. Then the essay was really sweet.
I know, I see. She got a bunch of samples.
I got a bunch of little goodies. Like, remember when I said I like putting perfumes in my bag?
Oh my
This is what I'm talking about.
I got a cologne for my husband from Cartier, and he loves it.
I think she was so sweet, and all of them smell amazing. I smelled all of them already, and I'm going to love just popping one of those in my bag.
So sweet.
Everywhere. And then these are the items.
How do you know which one's which?
So again, my essay thought of everything, because she asked, she's like, do you guys want to leave wearing them, or do you want me to package them up in her signature packaging? I was like, no, I want to see them in like their packaging, like the little wax and everything.
I love this. Look at this packaging.
So beautiful. The wax stamp is perfect. But she's like, I went ahead and I put a little initial here. So this one has an E for Elsie.
Oh, yeah.
And that one has a G for Gilbert. So, like, so when you're unboxing them together, then you know whose is whose.
Cute.
So that one's your Gilbert.
Oh, I'm Gilbert today.
Gilbert today. And then I'm Elsie. But you know what? I feel bad because she did make me promise. She's like, okay,
what?
If you're going to unbox them at home later on with each other, make sure that you know, this is what they signify. So when you put them on, make sure that you just like put them on each other.
Oh.
So we lied, but you know what? Our love is strong.
Well, how about I open it and I don't touch it? Because I mean, then you can do whatever it is that you need to do.
So these are them. Do you want to open them at the same time?
Sure. Okay. Where do you open it from? This guy?
I think you like lift the wax.
Okay, mine weren't packaged so cute like that.
They weren't?
No, they just gave me everything in a bag.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, you open it from both sides. Like lift the, like peel the wax up and out. And then it comes out like that.
Are you cool if I destroy the paper? Are you keeping the paper?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay. It got messed up a little bit.
It's just paper.
Okay, I don't know how sentimental, y'all.
It's okay, we have the napkin.
So there's the box.
Oh, I like the way they come out.
So cute.
Honestly, I think half the price is all the packaging. Let's be honest. It's like It's kind of like never ending. Like, how many things do you have to open till you get to the item?
Sure, I don't drop it.
And
beautiful.
Those are our matching love rings.
Oh my gosh. I forget how shiny and beautiful they are when you first get them. Mine is not like this.
No. She even said that. She said, just remember, these are really they're polished to a really high standard. So when you start wearing them, they are going to get scratches and marks, but that's part of the journey.
Yeah.
So I thought.
And I've gotten mine shined up once, and it does help a lot. And I think they say you could get them polished down twice. So you don't want to polish until it's like you really need it. I've never polished mine, and I'm going on a good while.
So those are them, guys.
Super, super cute. Love.
So mine is the small size because I wanted it, again, on my wish list. I had mentioned that I wanted a band for this ring. So I'm going to have to get rid of this guy. Maybe add him over here to this finger, maybe.
So pretty.
So cute.
So cute.
So there's my new wedding stack, guys. Super cute. It goes really well.
Pretty. I love all your items. I'm glad you had fun.
So we had such a good time. If you guys have any questions or experiences that you want to share about your Vegas shopping, again, I know everybody goes to Vegas and they shop. So if you have any specific experiences that you want to share, please let me know. I'm nosy that way. Thanks for watching. We're Sisters in Style.